Welcome back to Vidhammer and another Gloomhaven playthrough. Mojo, Barry, and Timmy are going through the Gloomhaven Square B. We're going against Jekserah and the Army of Dead. I've changed up a couple of cards in their decks, which I think might help with this scenario in particular. This was the scenario which I did the last time I tried to video all of my playthroughs. This was the video where I stopped because I had so many errors in it. I've done things to try to help me organize things and get through things, and hopefully I will remember to move the map as I progress through it. Done up a few little markings on the pieces so that I can actually see them without my glasses from this distance with the glare and be able to tell what number is what. For a city encounter, we found some lurkers sitting on a dock and we tried to help them out. Didn't do very much, but we gained a couple of reputation for being nice towards lurkers. For short-term goals, Timmy's goal is to use none of his items. So I've turned all of his items over, and the other one for Barry, I kind of have a little strategy for how I want to start this and a reason why, which I'll explain once we get into it. But I'm pretty sure this one should be possible for him. But we've already got our choices made for the first round, so we're going to reveal what the monsters are going to do and hop right into this. Our objective is to go through all of this, go down here and go through a couple more rooms, and our goal is to kill Jekserah. Archers are going 29, so they'll be going after us. The archers will be on our side for this. City guards are also on our side. Starting, Barry will go first, locking onto one. He will go 1, 2, 3, and attack the living corpse that's in front of him for an attack of 2 plus 1. That's 3 damage. Command him to move 2, and then do a push of 2. And we will push this guy through that up to there. We will have Barry move 2 and go 1, 2 onto that door. Look, it's right there. So now everything is going to go. We populate everything according to what's closest to the person who opened it up. Guards and the archers, there are 6 archers and there are 6 guards on the board. There are 2 living corpses already on the board. So we spawn the next 4 that are closest to Barry, and there should be 2 living corpses here, but those 2 don't spawn because there aren't enough standees. These 3 archers are now in this inner courtyard, and the enemies can't get to them. These 3 archers are going to be just picking off everybody around them. We've done our stuff. He's going to gain 2 experience. Timmy wants to do some stuff here. We're going to take the top shot here. That's just an attack of 1 on all 3 of these. Let's start with the living bones. That's an attack of 2. But he has a shield of 1, so he will take 1 damage. Attack on the first living corpse who's already damaged. It's an attack of 2, so he'll go to 5, and we'll get wind out. Oh, wait, this is an attack of 1. Shouldn't be at 5, it should be at 4. The last guy, again, it's an attack of 1 plus 1. That will be an attack of 2. We got our bottom attack here. So let's do our attack, a shot of 3 against the living bones. It's just 3. He has a shield on 1, so he'll take 2 and go up to 3 damage. Put some fire on the board. No experience. Oh, we're also going to get our darkness out for doing the bottom of this. I have to make sure that I actually do those when they happen. Now we have to go through all of the enemies. This video is going to take a little while for exactly this reason. I have to go through everybody and what they're doing and what they're attacking and all that good stuff. So let's start with the city archers. Starting with number 1. You're the closest, so attack of no movement, just an attack of 2, plus 1 is 3. He's got a shield, that's 2 damage, and immobilize. Number 2, attack of 2, plus 1, 3. Shield takes it down to 2, so his 2 will go to 4. Number 3, firing this guy. Attack of 2, plus 1 is 3. Shield takes it down to 2. These guys are consistent. They love their plus 1s. That's number 3. Number 4 is all the way up here. The living corpses are going first, so he's going to be shooting at the living corpse on top. 2, right? He's just taking 2. He didn't get a plus 1. That's why it's throwing me off. Nope, that's just number 5. He has range on the living bones. Attack 2, he's got a shield of 1, so he only takes 1. And then number 6 over here, shooting at the living corpses towards him. That's going to be a miss. And now the city guards are going to be next. Let's have them do their fun. Attack of 4 onto the elite living corpse. Elite living corpse goes first. Attack of 4 damage, and then he will take strengthen. He is strengthened. And the next one, an attack of 4 plus 2 is 6. Or cultists have to know what they're going to do. Cultists are going to go 10, which means they should have already gone. And his attack is only 1. He would move here, do an attack of 1. Oh, it would have been one of those plus 1s. So his attack is 2 at the city guard who has a shield of 2. Doesn't do anything. A retaliate of 2, so he would have taken 2 damage from the retaliate. One of those archers that was firing at this guy should have had a different card. -1, which means instead of doing 2 damage, it should have done 1 damage. Should have done 0 damage, because they had a +1. Okay. But anyway, we're back down to this guard who now doesn't have to move and is going to attack this guy for an attack of 4. Doot. A 0, that's just straight up 4. Okay, let's talk about our amigos. Number 2 is already in base contact with the Living Bones. He will do his attack 4 plus nothing. Living Bones has a shield, so that's 3. It takes him to 7. Living Bones has 7 health. That guy dies. All right. Next one up is number 4. His move is -1. His move of 2, he'll actually move there and attack this guy. Anyway, an attack of 4 on this living corpse. -1 is 3. That brings him to 9, and that living corpse has 11. Which means this guy will step up 1, 2, 1, 2. He's range 2 to each of them, so he will go for the lower initiative and go after this guy. One more attack of 4. -1 is 3. That puts him up to 12, so that will actually kill that living corpse. All right. Next group of guys, which will be the living corpses at 66. 1 elite, so let's have him go first with his move of 2. He's not going to move because he's in base contact, but he will do an attack of 5 against this elite city guard. Attack of 5 times 2 is 10. They have a shield of 2, so he will take 8. That was a hefty shot from that guy. He had some issues to work out. Then we have our non-elite living corpses. And so number 2 will go first at this elite guard. It's an attack now. These are the non-elite, so these are an attack of 4, but +1, that's 5. Shield of 2, so he takes 3 damage. 3 damage for that guy. Number 4 on this one. Again, an attack of 4, +0, shield of 2 means he takes 2, and that will actually kill off the guard. Living corpse there, which is actually going to do his attack at Barry, because Barry went faster. It's an attack of 4. -2 is only 2, so his 16 will go down to 14. We fleshed all those ×2s and all that good stuff, big cards out of there. Left them 1 -2 card for when he was actually attacking my characters. I'm happy with that. And finally, we've got our Living Bones, who will not move. They will just attack. He is taking his turn, and he's taking his turn. They're not going to move anywhere, but they both will no longer be immobilized. Number 2 will go for... both of them will go, but neither of them will move. So, there it is. That is the end of the first round. And not too bad. I'm thinking... so what I want to get, hopefully, is when we get down through here, at least some of these allies will still be alive. I'm banking on that being helpful when we go into the last room because of something else that I have planned. We'll see if it all works out. Let's go over to the next turn, think about stuff, and yeah, do some more. This guy is going to be going first. Timmy! All right, we're going to move 2, which would put him right into this spot. Let's shoot this guy first and try to put some damage on him since we brought those handy-dandy elements out last time. Let's use a couple of them. Okay, attack 4 +0, so he's going to go up to 6. Then we'll do a move of 2. Go 1, 2 up there, grab that coin, and bring out the frost from the bottom of that one. Most difficult part for this guy is remembering to bring those things out when he does those actual moves and stuff. 1 experience also gained for that one, so at least he gets himself on the board. Then next up is Living Bones. The Living Bones are going move +1, attack -1. Okay, move 4, it will put you in range. first, an attack of 3 against Barry, -1, that's 2. 14 goes to 12. Elite Guard with an attack of 3, but he has a shield of 2, so he'll take 1 damage and go up to 4. Down here we've got an Elite Living Bones, which these guys are the closest, so he will move 1, 2 right there and take a shot against the Archer and against the City Guard. The guards are going first, so that would be his attack. First focus, attack of 3, -2 is 1. He has a shield of 2, does no damage. Attack against the Archer, 3 + 1. Oh, City Archers were going first. Okay, fine, we'll do it in the right order. So City Archers should have been attacked first because their initiative is first. So that attack of 2, 3 - 2 was 1. City Archer has a shield of 1, so that doesn't do anything. Attack of 3 here, +1 is 4. Shield of 2, so he should take 2 damage. All right, there we go. So his move is 3, so +1 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he can still get there. He will get there. He will attack 2, so he will go after both. He'll go after the City Guard first, which is the attack -1. Normally is 3, so it's a 2. He has a shield of 1, so that guard will take 1 damage. And the same thing, an attack of 2 here. -1 is an attack of 1, and that guy's got a shield of 2, so there's no damage there. Then the bottom guy, he can't get to where he can do an attack towards 2 people, so he will move 1 there and do an attack against the Elite. Attack of... It's still attack of 3 -1, which is 2, +1, which is 3, but he's got a shield of 2, so he's going to take 1 damage. He's going to go from 2 up to 3. Mojo and Barry, all right. First, Barry's action, he will just attack the Living Bones that's next to him. For an attack of 2, +1 is 3. He has a shield, it's still just a shield of 1, so he will take 2 damage. Barry shot, now we've got Mojo controlling through Barry. We're going to go move 3 with Mojo, 1, 2, 3, and add +1 attack to all of your command abilities for this round, which includes this one, which is going to be an attack of 4, which with that is now going to be an attack of 5, and he will strengthen himself. So since he doesn't have any move for him, he's just going to go for the attack right onto this guy, because this is the only guy he can actually hit. It's an attack of 5, +1 is 6. He has a shield of 1, so he will take 5, and that will put him at 9, but he still has more health. 11 health, which just seems crazy to me. But they are playing on level 4. If you notice, we have buffed everything up. We're in hard difficulty once again. But we're going to gain 1 more experience for that one. Over to the City Guard. City Archers next. Starting with number 1. No movement. He's just going to straight up shoot this guy for an attack of 4 because that's within range 4. Attack of 4 +0. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 3. 2 goes to 5. Next up, number 2. He's got a move. This will be his focus, and it does have a move of 2. So it'll go back 2. And again, take its shot. Attack of 4 +2 is 6. A shield of 1, so he will take 5. That guy's got 1 health left. Number 3, Bones. Living Bones went first. Range 4, he's got it. It's an attack of 5. The guy only has 1 health and 1 shield, so that guy is down and will be dropping a coin in that space. Number 4, up here, he'll be taking his shot here. He's got the range where he's at. It's an attack of 4, as we've talked about. 4 goes straight through. That guy goes from 6 up to 10, and he's got 1 health left. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will have to move forward 1 to have range 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he can do his an attack of 4. Yep, kills that guy off. Drops a coin in the spot. And now we have to go over and have guard number 6 do his shot. He's going to take his shot at, this guy for an attack of 4. +1 is 5. That guy will take 5. We have the Elite Living Corpse first. He will take his shot on the Elite Guard that's underneath here. Attack of 4. Times 2 is 8. He's got a shield of 2, so he'll take 6. But City Guard's got 10 damage, and he goes down. There's a retaliate, which I forgot about. Oh well, I'm not going back on it now. Move +1, so the non-elites will have a move of 3. He will move up first. 1, 2, and take a shot against Barry with an attack of 3, since he's not elite. 3 damage that Barry will take, 12 going down to 9. Since there are things here, those are treated as obstacles for enemy movement, because this guy will actually go towards the nearest enemy, which is this way. 1, 2, 3, and this guy is going to follow suit. 1, 2, 3. From what I know of the rules, I believe that is true. I look forward to your comments. City Guard next. Attack of 4. What you gonna do, Guardy? Attack of 5. He's got a shield of 1, so that guy will take 4. So we just have these 3 here, which, since Barry is right in the way, that's treated as an obstacle. They can't get closer to it. There's no way for them to get into contact with any enemy, so they don't move. Again, this is what I believe to be the correct understanding of the rules, so I look forward to your comments about how wrong I am on all of those things. Finally, Mr. Cultist, who will summon a Living Bones, and then he will suffer 2 damage. So that is the end for the Cultist, and it's the end of the round. Shuffle some more decks and get over to the next one. So for this turn, Barry's Hodor maneuver here is kind of jamming everything up. I'd really like for these guards to be able to get up there and for them to be the ones taking the damage instead of Barry. Also, these strengthens should all have gone when they took their turn last turn. Even though they didn't move, didn't do anything, their strengthen was gone. He should have been strengthened when he did his attack, but I don't think I did that. Again, it's my allies that are taking the short end of that one, so that's just how it's going to be. I'm not bothering going back through anything. But we're going to try to have Barry go quick and hopefully move back out of the way, give him a command move. This is going to be Living Bones. They're going to shield themselves and heal for 2. He's the only elite. At 9, he will heal to 7. The only other Living Bones that has taken damage is that guy. So 4, he will heal to only 2 damage. Barry next, the first thing he will do is do his attack of 2 at the Living Bones, since Living Bones went first that round. It's an attack of 2 plus 1 is 3, but they now have an increased shield, so he has a shield of 2, so he will only take 1 damage. First, an attack of 4. This one we can direct it which way we want to go, and 3 more health, which means we actually have to do straight up 5. We have faith in Barry. You can do this. Right on. There you go. Attack of 5. You got a shield of 2. You take 3. It goes up to 11, which is how much health he has. But we will move him back 1, 2 to there, and we will gain an experience for that. 3 going up to 4. And that is it for Barry and Mojo for this round. Next up is the Living Crops. The Living Crops, what you want to do? The elite will go. You got a move plus 1. He has a move of 3. He's going to step right up into the sauce. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Sauce Land. I think our number 2 is going to come up here too. It's always bad when number 2 is moving. Muddle and Immobilize, targeting 1 adjacent enemy. He's the only thing that's there. He is muddled and immobilized. Non-elites, of which we have 3 left on the board. Number 2 will go first, so he will go here and here. Again, he will get muddled and immobilized. Our other non-elites, this guy, will move forward 1 here, and you will get muddled and immobilized. And this one will, because you can move through enemies, he could step through to here. So that's the way he will go. Movement of 3. 1, 2, 3. Timmy would like to loot, but let's see if we can't kill something first. We have an attack of 2, range 3, and we're going to use that lovely blue that's hanging out there to do a stun and gain an experience. So we could hit either one. Let's hit the elite. Attack of 2. It's just going to do 2 damage. It doesn't have any shield or anything. I'm using the blue that was existing there in order to stun that guy and gain an experience from it when we do it. The end of the turn blue will come out. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there now. And we shall loot range 1, which means I believe there is a coin underneath him. Ugh. And there's a coin underneath him. Look at that. Happy holiday stuff. Don't mind me. I'm just reaching underneath you to pick up the coins. we are over to the next in the list, which is now going to be the City Archers. This is where it's going to be nice and happy and fun. Attack of 3, plus 0. Shield of 1, he takes 2. Archer number 2, you're over here. This is your focus, so you will pull back 1. Muddled, you are immobilized. You can't pull back. You're already at disadvantage anyway, so you don't get double muddled. You just take 2 cards and take the worst, which is an attack of 3. You're taking 3. 3. What you got? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Attack of 3. -1 is 2. Shield makes it 1 damage. 4. 1, 2, 3. You are within range. You will do your attack of 3. Takes 3. 5 goes to 8. Number 5. Attack of 3. -1 is 2. That puts you at 10. Still got 1 health left. Finally, number 6. You don't have to move. Attack of 3. -1 is 2. Cultist. Summon another living bones here, and then he's going to take a couple of damage and he's going to die. But we get another living bones out in that space. Cultist suffers 2 damage. That's 10. He dies. Coin in the spot. City Guards. Lead guard attacking living bones, which is an attack of 5. 5 plus 0. Shield of 1, he will take 4. 2 will go to 6. The non-elites. The only non-elites we have are these 3 over here. You were taking up that space. Don't try to run off the board, Timmy. Number 5 and number 2, there's no way for them to get closer or to get in base contact with anything. So those 2, unfortunately, will not move and won't do anything. Number 4 won't move, but he will do his attack on this guy. For an attack of 5, -1 is 4, but he only had 1 health left. So that living corpse will die on number 4's turn. Number 2 will have already gone. Number 4 just went and killed that guy off. Now it's number 5, who does have enough move, even with a move of 2. Once it's move -1, he will go there. He will take his shot. Attack of 5 times 2 is 10. See you later, stun boy. You were gone. And there is a coin in your spot now as well. We're done with the round. We're done with round like number 2, isn't it? It feels like round number like 1800. It's still there. It's where it's supposed to be. All is good. All is right with the world. I hope. You didn't use that up, did I? No. We brought that out. Now it's the end of the turn. Now that will come down. Now it is truly the end of the turn. Let's see if we can't get some money. Guards will be going first with their shield 1 and retaliate 2, which the elite already has a retaliate of 2. So he will have a retaliate of 4. Might want to remember that when the time comes. But those guards will go first. So all of the city guards now have an additional shield and 2 additional retaliate. Mojo is the one who is immobilized and muddled. But the first thing that happens is Barry is going to go. Barry is not immobilized. He'll go 1, 2, 3 and do his attack, normal attack of 2. -2 for an attack of nothing. Okay, he's tired, winded from having to come around the corner. Then we're going to have him do muddle and immobilize for every enemy within range 2, which is only that guy. But hey, he is muddled and immobilized. You did it to his buddy Mojo, so now he wants to tell you all about it. We will gain an experience for that. So then we're going to command, because normally the bear does not loot, but we're going to command it to loot at a range of 1. So we pick up that coin and that coin and that coin. So living bonezors. So all the living bones are right here, starting with number 1, who will move forward. And now they're all going to do their attacks against him. So first guy does his attack of 3. It's attack of 2, but he has a shield of 3. 2 plus oregano, so he's not going to take any damage. And he's going to retaliate for normally a retaliate of 2 plus another 2, which disregards all shields. So that guy will straight up just take 4. Number 2, he will do his attack. Attack of 3 plus 2 is 5. He's got a shield of 3, so the guard will take 2 and go up to 5 damage. And then he will retaliate for 4. They only have a health of 9, so that guy dies from the retaliate. Number 6 will do the same thing. An attack of 3, minus 1 is 2. He has his shield, and then he retaliates for 4. And then finally number 9. He will do his attack of 3. Shield of 3, no damage. Retaliation of 2 plus 2, 4. That guy has just retaliated himself to death. You've held up good there, sir. I need to give you an actual name, but I don't know what to give you at this point. And now we're over to our archer's turn. So starting with number 1, you'll take a shot here and a shot here. So you'll take a shot here at this living corpse, which is an attack of 2. Minus 2 is attack of nothing. Shot over here, attack of 2. Plus 1 is an attack of 3, so the 3 goes to 6. Next up is our city archer number 2. Attack of 3, minus 1 is 2 at disadvantage because it's, base to base, but still 2 damage. Attack of the living bones down here. Again, attack of 2. He's got 1 shield. He takes 1. Number 3. So we'll shoot at the living bones here, but we're going to shoot at the living corpse first. Attack 2. That's a miss. And the other one down here, attack 2. Shield of 1, so he'll take 1. 5 will go up to 6. These 2 will not move, and there's nothing within range for them. This one will shoot these 2. Attack 2. Takes 2. So attack 2 plus 1 is 3. That's 11. That will actually take that guy out. The one remaining living corpse who is immobilized, so he can't move. He is muddled. He'll take his muddled shot against Barry. Oh, you're muddled, sucker. You take the worst of the 2, so that's 5 damage instead of 10. Timmy wants to go and do his stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack of 3 plus 1, that's an attack of 4. So put that guy at 8 damage. And we get an experience. But that is it. And I believe that is the end of turn number 3. I got some money, getting some progress. We're getting through things. And most importantly, those 3 archers alive, they've helped out considerably. And with only like a couple of bad guys left and a bunch of good guys left on the board, we're ready to kind of push forward. We want to do some high intensity looting first, though. For our next turn, I do realize that 2 of these guys down here were summoned by the cultist. When they die, summons don't drop coins. So I don't remember exactly which ones were which, so I'm just going to say these 2, when they die, they're not going to drop any coins. Pretty sure they're going to be dead by the time we get over there. More than likely, we're not going to get all those coins. Anyway, let's do our stuff. First person up is going to be all of our archers. First up, we got our attack of 2 going on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, going on living bones right here. Attack 2 minus 2 is nothing. 2 here to living bones. Attack of 2 minus nothing. A shield of 1 that puts him to 7, which that's how much health the living bones have. And we said he's not going to drop a coin when he dies. Number 3 now. Be firing at this guy. An attack of 2. Minus 1 is just 1, but that 8's going to put him to 9. 4 will now try to get to where he can shoot. If you can draw a line from your hex anywhere to their hex, so from this hex you do have line of sight through the door, range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where it'll be to do attack of 2. Minus 1 is again 1, so the 9 will go to 10. And number 5, it can't get any closer, but it will try to get closer because it can. Finally, number 6 will also do his attack there of 2, which is a miss. Here comes Mr. Bear. First thing that has to happen is Barry has to do his turn. He would walk if he could. He's right next to somebody. Attack of 2, boom, pow, dead. We are going to do a heal of 5 to go from 4 up to 9. If we need to do that, we will gain an experience for that. We're going to walk 2 and pick up that coin because money is good. Can't get there, no worried about experience or any of that stuff. That's the last of his cards, and then we're over to what they're going to do, starting with Mr. Living Bones. He might just kill himself. He's right there where he wants to be. It's attack of 4. Plus 1 is 5. He will take 3, and he will retaliate for 2. And our city guard says I'm going to stand right where I am and do an attack plus 1. Normally is 4, plus 1 is the 5. And that's enough to break through 1 shield and do 1 point of damage. So he will dead, and we said he will also not drop a coin. So we have the correct amount of coins out for the number of people that were there, which means the guards are done. The living corpses, there are none on the board. The living bones, there are none on the board. There are no enemies exposed. At this point, the allies aren't going to do anything. They won't move. If they come up with heal cards, they would heal themselves, but I don't think either of them have heals in their decks. So at this point, they're inert. Unfortunately, it also means Barry won't do a move on his turn normally. I can still do command actions to move him. But really, I want to get down here and get a few coins and just get to where we can open that door. This is kind of what I figured would happen if these three archers stay alive. They're able to help out, and yeah, the tide kind of quickly turns in your favor. At least I assumed that it would, and it did. Wait and see. In the interest of trying to speed things along, I looked at the decks for the archers and the guards to see if there were any heal actions in there, because if they weren't going to heal, I pretty much could just fast forward and say they're going to stay in place. The downside is that the guards, the archers, not the guards, the archers might throw down a trap, and it might end up causing some bottleneck situation stuff later, so I will at least turn over the card for the archers, and if there isn't an actual trap, I'm not going to worry about it. For the others, they're going to long rest this turn, then they'll discard their cards and be ready to go next round. So the city archers this round, they are not going to do a trap out, so we're going to take our long rest, go into the next round, and heal, and yeah, be rack and ready to go for it. So I've got a plan for these next few turns. We'll see how smoothly this goes, if at all. Let's check our archers for traps. Nope, no traps yet, no reshuffle. They're all doing fine. Here we're going to heal 3 on Mr. Barry. Take him from 9 up to 12. A little bit of stuff, and we're going to move 2 and bring out some wind, and we'll have some Sunny D out as well. But that's it for him. No experience there. Then over to Mojo's turn. Barry, again, won't go since there's nothing on the board, but we'll have Barry move 3 with a command, 1, 2, 3, and gain experience. Then we'll have him move 2 more for the top of this card and gain another experience. So 2 more experience for Mr. Mojo, the fastest leveling character that I've ever seen. These 2 are in the discard, these 2 are in the discard, and we can go over to the next turn, which I've also already kind of got figured out. Let's check our archer for traps as I smack things. No, there is no archer trap, but that is going to be a redraw for next round. And our next set of movements for our dudes are 48 and 47. Let's do the 47 first. 47 is going to be a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 to open this door. There would be an elite archer here, but there are already 6 archers on the board. Go ahead and move 1 in right there. But we're going to gain an experience for that. Mr. Archer, you will move to City Guards. Move forward 1. Attack of 3. -1 is 2, so we're going to hit that guy for 2. We're down to number 3. He can move to the attack of 3. -1 is 2. The elite should have moved first, 2 as well, but he should go 2 to there. Cultist guys have a move of 2 since we're talking about the elites, but they will each move forward 1, and they won't be able to do their attack. We're doing a move of 3 with wind to make that a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will gain an experience for that. So let's do our living corpses. Move 2, starting with number 3. But he will try to get within base of 2 people if he can. So he's going to go right there. He'll attack number 1 with an attack of 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus another 1 is 6. He's got a shield of 1. So he'll take 5. And then poison both. He'll move 1, 2, and he'll do an attack against number 3, the guy you can hit, for an attack of 5. Poisoned is 6, -2 is 4. Shield makes it 3. And the last guy, finally on a move of 2, an attack into the same guy. Attack of 5. Poison makes it 6. Shield brings it back to 5. That puts him 8. And that's all for this turn. We just need to power through the guys and get ready to move into the last room. These guys kind of need to help us, but we're going to have to get up there and do some work. Time to do work, boys. So we got our choices. Hopefully things will go pretty well. They seem to be doing great so far, but that's always the knock on wood situation. First up, Mojo and Barry. First thing that will happen is Mojo or Barry will move forward and do his just attack a 2 plus nothing is 2 damage to the guy who's right in front of him. Alright, well we're going to have to do this one. Move 3 and add +1 attack to all Barry's things. He's going to move 1 there and grab that coin. Way off screen, the one that the guard was sitting on that whole time. He finally picked it up. We don't get anything for it, but it's +1 to the command actions, command attacks, which is going to happen right now. An attack of 4, +1 is an attack of 5 on the living corpse. And he's going to heal 1 to himself. Alright, that's good. It's going to be an attack of 5 against this guy, so he will go to 7 damage. Cultists next, with their handy-dandy heal. They're going to move first. Ching. Yeah, go there. He's taken the most damage, so it'll heal him for 3. That'll put him at 4 damage. This guy is number 4 lower number, so he'll heal down to 1. Then we're going to go for city archers, and then living corpses, and then the guards. And then the living corpses are going to beat the crud out of those guards. The city archers, what you're going to do, you're going to move 2. You're going to attack for 4 at a range of 4. So, won't move. You will move to at a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, you're just 1 away. Then our living corpses, who are going to do attack +2, so they're going to do attacks of 6. With push, though. Push of 1. And then they're going to suffer a damage. Let's start with this living corpse, who will attack this guard with an attack of 6. +1 is 7. He has a shield of 1. That's still 6. Splat. He's gone. Don't worry about the push. Then number 4 will do an attack 6 here. He's poisoned. Splat. He's gone. Okay. It's those 2. Then number 6 will turn around and do an attack of 6 against Barry, which is what I really didn't want to have happen. Ha ha ha. We're discarding a card to negate that, because, yeah, that's 12 damage. He's got 13. And the bear, he will just try to go right back into the combat next turn. So we're losing a card from our hand for that. The card I'm chucking out is this one. So it's a big attack, but it's a one-time use attack on this side. City guards, the elite is the only... No. We've got the other 3, the 3 amigos that are up there. So he'll just move 2 into the door. Can't get anything started yet. Oh, before the guards went, he should have been doing his turn. We're not messing up his move. We're only moving 2 to the doorway. And then we're going to fire off... it will bring out fire, which I'll put forward right now. And this one will also bring out ice. With attack 1 at range of 3, 1, 2, 3, so we can hit this guy, and I guess we could do the circle here or there, so we could hit these 2 and either this guy or the cultist back here. Yeah, we'll make it these 3 right there. Attack of 1. I'm not using my power potion because I don't want to use any items this time. Let's just go straight down the line. Attack of 1 times 2. Hey, he takes 2. 4 goes 6. Doot. Attack 1 on the next guy right here. 1 and some tree. 1 will go to 2. Tree's coming out. Hey, there's more elements. That's nice. Attack 1 on this guy. -1 is nothing. Got to shuffle that deck. And we're over to the next turn. Let's keep ourselves going. We got some initiatives, some stuff that I think might work. All that means is we're going totally first. Timmy is going to burn a card here. Timmy move forward to... actually, I'm going to put Timmy right there, I think. Which will bring blue out at the end of our turn, but we're not going to use blue up. We are going to use up that green. We're going to burn this card to do an attack of 3 at range 4. Yeah, we can still hit this spot. We will hit this guy and this guy and this guy. So attack of 5 going against the first living corpse. +1 is 6. This guy was the guy being targeted. These 3. He takes the shot of 6. So his 2 goes to 8. Next living corpse is an attack of 5. And then the last guy, this one here, an attack of 5. +1, that's 6 on him. And those 3 are immobilized. We gain our experience, and we're going to bring out, this should have been waning. We will bring this out to full, and we will bring out air to full. Barry and the Bernstein, the last 2 cards they've gotten there. Barry will not move because he's right in base contact, but he will do his attack of 2. +1, that's 3, so 6 going to 9. Then we heal for 5. Muddle and immobilize all enemies within range 2, so these 2, this guy's already immobilized, but he will get a muddle as well. But let's go through all our guards here. First, City Guard. Yep, here's our dude. We will take the move forward for the elite. Take the chop shot on a chop 4. +1, 5. Boom, that guy's out. There. And then this guy will actually move onto the board. 1, 2, 3. Look at him. Hey, here he comes. City Archers. None of them elite. None of them move. They all stay there. The only one who really had a shot was her at range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She doesn't have a shot anymore. Okay. Good job, City Archers. Cultist. Summon living bones and then suffer damage. Doot and doot. Then they heal damage. This guy is no longer immobilized. 8 damage for you and 2 damage for him. Last but not least, we have our living corpses. Oh, you're immobilized. You're immobilized. You can't go anywhere. Whatever it is you want to do, you don't get to do it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, short rest for both. This stuff is going to come down. We'll reshuffle our decks and get ready for the next round. This is the one we drew to lose for Timmy. This is the one I drew for Mojo and Barry to lose. And even though I absolutely hate losing that heal card, downside is I've got to, because I can't afford the possibility of a different card being yanked out of the pile. And we're going to go 45 here and 47 here and hope that maybe this City Guard will go fast enough to be the one taking the hit. What you gonna do, dude? 30. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Definitely doable. And the living corpses are going to go 21 with Muddle and Immobilize. Maybe this won't be so bad after all. They're kind of going to clog up the tunnel, which is a euphemism for something, I'm sure, that I probably don't want to experience. Starting with you, you will move there. Muddle and Immobilize both, and then this guy will move here and Muddle and Immobilize both. So both Barry and the City Guard muddled and immobilized. So some for you and some for you. But they don't take any damage. So I'm okay with this for now. Let's talk about our City Guard. The elite, unfortunately, is going to stay right there. He will shoot at this guy with just an attack of 3. +0, but still, it's 3. He'll go from 5 to 8. Going to move 4, excuse me. They're going to move 4. Oh my goodness. Number 2, get down on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the show. Next guy, 1, 2, 3. Can't get any closer, but he can get there. And number 5, 1, 2, 3. Yes, the door is right there. Right, yes. 3-4, he will get on the door. Come join the party, guys. He should have been immobilized when he did his attack. He had an attack of 1 or 0 or +1, so that's fine. It evens out in the end, but he is no longer muddled or immobilized. Alright, so we're using this. We're going to gain 2 experience for that to, for now on, have a constant effect for him. That when he wants to go, he can just consume an element like that one and add +1 to all of his attacks, to the entire attack action. So now he's going to target this space and hit this guy, this guy, this guy with an attack of 1 +1, so for an attack of 2. And we'll put out blue at the end. I'm just going to push it out there. So attack of 2 on all 3, attack of 2 here. It's just 2 damage. That'll put him to 10, and fire is going to be out. Attack of 2, which is just 2, and over to 4. Attack of 2 on this guy as well, which is just going to be 2. That's all for his turn, and we are over to Mr. Berenstein. First, he's going to do his attack of 2 here. Get this guy, please. Yes, bam. Moving 5, we're going to go 1, 2 to right there, and we're going to do that's our move, and we're going to do this attack on both of these guys for an attack of 3, and we'll gain 2 experience for that. 1 for the bottom, 1 for the top. Attack of 3 on that guy. -1 is just an attack of 2, so it's 4 will go to 6. Attack of 2 at this, or attack of 3 at this guy. Sorry, 3. Cultist, it's your turn now. Starting with this cultist, who will try to summon a living bones, and he can't because there's no adjacent space. Then he will just suffer 2 damage. Oh, living bones! We needed to see what living bones were going to do. That probably would have changed things. Oh, darn it, which means I should have gone before both of these guys went. Okay, we can rewind here decently and not screw things up too bad, because we did 2 damage here and 3 damage there. So if we just put those damage markers back, so when that living corpse was still there, these 2 would have moved forward 3 spaces. Yes, so he would have moved forward to here, and he would have moved forward to here. Now, he would have killed that guy, moved forward on the space, and then attacked. Attack of 3. -1 was 2. He has a shield of 1. He would have taken 1 damage. And the other guy will have taken 2 damage. So he will get an attack of 3. Third one from the deck, which is nothing, which actually will kill that guy off and put a coin in that spot. Now is the cultist's turn. So they will summon living bones here and here. First he will summon into that space. And then this guy will summon, and he will summon into this space. And now we can go over to the archers, who don't want to move, but they do want to attack for an attack of 4 at range 6. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will shoot at this living bones for an attack of 4. Has a shield of 1, so it'll take 3. And they are the last ones. Our living bones are now in our full rotation of all these freaking cards. So it shouldn't be too bad. He's actually taken his turn. He was muddled and immobilized. Was that this turn? Is that when the living corpses went at the start of this turn? Son of a birch. Nothing is worse than when that happens, which means he would not have come forward and would not have done the damage. This guy is still alive with, what did he have? 8? He had 8. Okay. That living corpse is still alive with 8 damage. He had 1 damage on him, and he didn't have any. And that coin is not down on the board. Okay. Okay. So he's muddled and immobilized. So on his turn, he sat and he did nothing. So, yeah, Mojo can use that to just move 2 up there, since we know we're not going to get anything, which means we don't get 2 experience for it. Moving back from 13 down to 11. This is the point we're rewinding back to. I'm not rewinding back anymore if I figure out that I've just screwed things up, because I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It happens every single time I play. Going forward. Putting that up. Okay, I have not raged quit and flipped anything over. Let's go for Mr. Timmy. Since we can already use an element to buff this up, we're going to use an element to make this an attack of 2, range 3, 1, 2. We can attack this guy, and that will be our triangle. Our living bones there for attack of 2. +1 is 3. He's got a shield of 1, so it'll just be 2 damage against this guy, which that will kill him off and bring out some nature for next round. That guy doesn't get to summon living bones. Sorry. And then an attack of 2 against this guy. Times 2, that's 4. Wait, these guys have 15 health. So that guy is at 14. Sorry. And this guy gets hit for 4, so he will go to 12 damage. He's close, but not quite enough. He's got a move of 2 with some fire. I think we're going to shift here, and it'll bring fire back out. Starting with our archers. Alright. They can't get within range, can't do anything. They're going to sit where they are. This one will, though. So, alright. She will move here. She got a shot to shoot through the doorway. Her attack. -1. Normally it's 3. Now it's 2. Times 2. It's 4, and it's immobilized. So that guy goes up to 12, which I believe... Yes. Now that guy is dead. Sure. Then we're over to the guards next. One elite guard. He will move forward to this spot and try to attack this guy for an attack of 4. Nope. Next guy, however, he has a move of 3. 1, 2, 3 to there. -1, that's 2, and a shield, which is 1, so he'll take 1 damage. So moving 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cultists now do their thing before the living bones. Oh, hey, you're the cultist that goes first. You don't get to summon, but you will take 2 damage. You're still alive, though. You will get to summon. Another one right there. Then he will suffer his 2 damage, and he will finally die because he had 800,000 hit points. Let's talk about those living bones and however many of them there are. So you're going to stay right there, and you're going to attack him for 4. Plus nothing. He has a shield of 2, so he takes 2 damage, and unfortunately, that's enough to kill him off, and he doesn't get to retaliate. Number 2 is right here. He'll go forward, 1, 2, so we can hit both of them for 4. Attack of 4 on Barry, -1, that's 3. And then an attack of 4 on this guy. +1 is 5, he's got a shield of 1, so he'll take 4. 3 is back here, he'll go 1, 2. Then number 6, you can go up here. Attack of 4 against the guard. +1 is 5, he has a shield of 1, that's 4, but that's enough to kill him off. Attack of 4 against the Elementalist, -1 is 3, and now number 9 gets to move 2. We'll move 2 to there. Oh, hey, why don't we actually have Barry do his actual turn now? He'll do his attack of 2, get a heal in there, and just do 2, he's got a shield of 1, so he'll take 1 damage. Do, the loot 2, or loot range 1, because there's 2 coins underneath this guy right here. And then we'll do an attack of 5. Plus nothing, he's got a shield, so he takes 4. We'll get ready for the next one, where we will run backwards and try to let the guards come forward and take the hits. Damn cultists. They just spawn and spawn and spawn. You have 6 living bones you have to attack? Rewind your stuff. Rewind it, because you just make mistakes, and then you make more mistakes, and you make more mistakes after that. Why? Because mistakes are what you make all the time. If I don't play this, then I can take a short rest next turn, because I will not have expended this. That's going to help us. Let's do this. We got stuff here. We got options. Then we're doing our stuff. So even though it's a disadvantage, let's try for a shot on this guy. It's an attack of 1. I can use green to bump that up to an attack of 3. Let's keep it where it is. It is a disadvantage. Okay, miss. Doesn't really matter how hard we're going to try to hit that anyway. We're just moving 2 on the bottom. 1, 2. And we'll bring out some wind at the end of our turn. Living Bones are next. But he only has a move of 1 for this turn, so he's just going to take his attack. But number 1, we'll try to move 1. He can't. Number 2, we'll do his attack, which is an attack of 3 plus 1. It's 4 on Barry, so that'll take him from 14 down to 10. Then the next one, we'll do his attack of 3. Minus 1, that's 2, so 10 will go down to 8. And this guy will move forward 1. He won't be able to go forward. Those 3 will have healed themselves, though. So Mojo and Barry. So first thing, Mojo does his attack on this guy, was the faster mover. Attack of 2. Times 2, that's 4. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 3. We're going to have him move 2. 1, 2 to come back here, even though next round he's just going to go right back in again. And then move 3 for the bottom, which will put Mojo almost on the screen again. And next is the guards. They unfortunately only have a move of 2. He will move 1 to there. He will move 1 to there. They'll strengthen themselves, though. City Archers. Attack of 2 on this guy. Plus 1 is 3. Shield brings it down to 2, so it goes to 5. And then an attack of 2 for this guy. It's just 2. A shield will block it for 1, and he goes to 4. Barry's deck finally gets reshuffled. Only had 3 cards left. It's in the center. Yeah, we're going to be taking short rests for both of them. They only have 1 card left in their hand. Thankfully, the card that they have left are the cards that I really want them to have left so that they can use later. So now that they can take a short rest without me having to worry about burning the wrong card. And yeah, hopefully the city guards will move in there and help in trying to get some stuff done, because the plan that I had set about originally kind of changed a bit. But it still might come to fruition. We'll wait and see. All right. So Timmy's not going to short rest. Timmy's going to long rest. And this is the card that we drew to lose for Mojo and Barry. I'm just going to go ahead and lose that one. That one's not too bad. Cultists, you will go first. You can't get no closer. That's it. You're done. Living Bones, hey. Bling! Everybody's shielded and they're all going to heal for 2. So you're no longer damaged. We did our thing. Starting with Barry moving forward. Doing his attack here. It's an attack of 2. He's got a shield of 1, so he just takes 1 damage. And then we will command him to do an attack of 5. And he will heal himself, but it's an attack of 5. He has a shield of 1. He takes 4 damage. He only has 7, so that guy dies. These Living Bones were all summoned, so they won't drop any coins. Move 3. 1, 2, 3. Then the guards would go. They shield and do all their fun stuff. Then the archers, they won't move because they can't get out. You can stay right where you are. Do your attack of normally 3 plus 1 is an attack of 4. Minus 1 is 3. But he has a shield of 2, so he only takes 1 damage. The others will move 2. That archer moves there. This archer will move past Mojo there. That's this turn done. He finishes his long rest. He will heal for 2. Choose a card to lose as we go into the next round. Off to the races. Yeah, this should work because my plan was to move forward 1 space, which will actually bring this out at the end of our turn. But we're going to use that right now when we do this at range 3, 1, 2, 3. So we'll make that our whole template. We'll hit everybody for 1, and we'll use that to buff to everybody taking 2 damage. Damage 2, he'll take 1 because of the shield. Fire out. Damage 2, he'll take 1. Damage 2 here. 3, he'll take 2 damage. He'll take 1, and we'll get some cold out as well. And damage 2 to the cultist. He will die. No summoning living bones for you. Cultists are gone. No more living bones. No more cultists. No more cultists. And I'm going to take them and I'm going to get them off the board because there aren't any more. No more cultists. Suck it. Living bones. First, number 1, we'll try to move 2. You can get to there. Number 2, we'll move 2. He'll get to there. And he'll do his attack. Attack plus 1. That's an attack of 4 on Timmy. Discard a card. Discarding a card in a time when I really need to last this as long as possible. And all I really need is to keep cards in my hand. There's just one guy coming up with one little shot. It's okay, he can take it. No, he can't. No, he can't. Move 2. Move 2. Go to the bathroom and poop my own pants. Archers, would you like to join in on this a little bit? These are attacks of 4 at a range of 6. Attack of 4 right here at Jimmy Jones, Bob, who shot at me. That's 3. His shield makes it 2, so he'll go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that should have been number 1 shot. That was number 1 shot. Now number 2 will actually take its shot. 4 plus 2. Bam. He's out of there. Doesn't drop a coin, but he's dead. City guards. Number 2. He will move to 1, 2. So you'll do your attack of 3, which is 4. Strengthen, you will be at advantage. So it's just an attack of 4. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 3. He'll go to 5. And the other one will try to move 2. He can just move to there, but their strengthens are used up. We got Barry now. First, he will try to move 3. He can go 1, 2, 3 and get here and attack this guy for an attack of 2. Minus 1 is 1. He has a shield of 1, so we don't do any damage. Then we're going to move 2 to have him move back and get behind things, and then we'll have him do a loot of 1, so we'll pick up that coin. Move 2, gains an experience, 13 to 14, and over to the next round. Shoot. Alright, everybody else is going first, starting with the living bones. We'll have a movement of 1, so he can move forward 1, and he will attack Timmy and him. So an attack versus the guard first, because the guard is more initiative order. That's 4. He has a shield of 1, so he will take 3. Timmy with an attack of 3. Okay, that he can take. Number 3 can't do any better than where he already is, so he'll do his attack here. Base attack 3, shield will do 2 damage. So the last one will move up again. Attack 3. Times 2 is 6. He has a shield of 1, so he is dead. City guard, there's only 1 left. There you are. You're moving into that space. Have fun right there, buddy. So it's just an attack of 2 on number 1. 2, he has a shield of 1, so he'll take 1 damage. Archers move -1, which means they're going to have a move of 1. That person would move there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot at this person. At least I believe that's how that lays out. That's enough to kill off that guy. Then number 2, again doing the attack of 4. Shield of 1, so he'll take 3. And he'll go up. That'll be 1 move, and that'll be 1 move. First, Barry will move forward 3 if he can get to a point where he can attack, and he can. He can move forward 3 there, and he will do his attack of 2. Plus 1 is 3. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 2. And let him mobilize. And then we're moving for 5. That's fine. Let's just park you right there. We can long rest it next turn, but he's going to move out from where he is. So let's pull back just one more. We will heal, bury for 3. So you're 6, you're 9. We can expend wind to do a couple more and gain another experience. I think we'll just go over here and pick up that coin. That's a silly notion for me to land there and pick up that coin. Since I'm long resting and I know what's going to happen afterward, I'm going to put myself right there because I know what card's coming back into my hand. All right. Living Bones are up first. They're going to do move -2, but they're immobilized. So their normal attack is 3. Both are going to be on the guard that's there. Well, that guy's going to miss. Nice having those two right on top of the deck. And the second one's going to do the same thing. So he'll have a -2 from an attack of 3, which is 1, but the guy has a shield of 1, so there won't be any damage on him. But their muddle is now gone. And then they will heal themselves. City Archer's up next. 2 will do his attack. This guy, he's the faster initiative. Attack of 3, +1, that's 4. He's got a shield, but he takes 3, and he'll be at 5. Then number 4 will move 2, come down there. Number 5 will move 2 and go here. 2, 3, 4. He's got an attack, so he'll shoot. Again for 3, shield of 1, so he'll take 2 damage. That 5 is there. That'll put him at 7, and that Living Bones will die. Then our guard, he's going to stay right where he is and just do his regular attack, which is an attack of 3. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 2, and he'll go 3. Barry will still go 1, 2, 3, and do an attack of 2 against this guy. Times 2, that's 4. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 3, and he'll go up to 6. And I've got to discard a card for each of them, and they'll heal. We'll discard a card, and we'll get over to the next turn and a long rest. So for the long rests, Mojo's going to ditch this card. I don't think Barry needs to be looting anymore at this point. And Timmy's going to ditch this one. But also for Mojo at the end of his turn, he's going to burn that mana potion to bring out some green. There we go. Timmy's going to be first. Okay. I had planned for him to loot, but what I really want to do is I really want to get this guy out of the way. So we're going to step forward 2 so we can actually be within range. And shoot this guy with an attack of 1. Burn that for 3. It's an attack of 3, +1 is 4. He's got a shield of 1, but he takes 3. That's enough to kill him off and get him out of the way. Archers, now that there's no enemies, they're not going to move or do anything. City Guard, again, not going to do anything. And we're over to Barry, which will command to move 5, and then move 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Steps into the trap. Now the trap is a stun trap, which means Barry is now stunned. He also has to take the trap damage, which at this difficulty level, that's 7. So his 12 is going to drop down to 5. And that is going to be the end of that round. But he is also going to use his stamina potion to get back both of those cards, since he just took a rest. Going into the next round, since Timmy only has 1 card left, Timmy's going to long rest, and Barry's going to go at 22. So we're finally going to do what I've been trying to get into the situation for us to be able to do all this time. His turn to do his thing. First, he will actually go, but he can't do anything because he is stunned. And then the ally's turn wears off and the stun goes away. Then it's Mojo's turn. Mojo will command him to move 2 and move forward and open that door, and then he's just going to step back. Now we will finally use the bottom of this card that I've been saving all this time. We will burn it in order to switch the location of any 2 figures on the board. And we will switch the location of Jekserah. So we're going to put her right there. The ones that we had spawned were the living corpses. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. We've got the city archers. Number 1, who's here, do an attack of 3 on Jekserah. That's 3 damage. Number 2 is the one who's over here. Wait, she had 1 damage on her. And she's an archer. I removed her from the game. I'm sorry. You didn't get removed, you got placed right there. Which means the 2 living corpses aren't going to go after Barry. They're going to go after her. They're going to muddle and immobilize her. She is taking her turn now. She's going to fire at this guy at disadvantage for an attack of 3. -1 is 2, so this guy will take 2 damage. Then we're over to number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is their range. So he'll do an attack of 3. That's 3 more on Jekserah. She'll go from 3 to 6. Now there it is. The fountain just took 5 damage. Now number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got range to an attack of 3. -1 is 2, so 6 goes to 8. Number 5, who's right here, will attack for 3. So 8 goes to 11. That was 5. And then we have 6, who will do an attack of 3 +1, that's 4. So we'll go from 11 to 15. Then the city guard is up next. City guard is going to do his regular move of 3. Okay, he'll step forward onto the door and then do a chop shot for 3 +1, that's 4. So 15 is going to go to 19. Then it is Jekserah's turn. She has 26. She only has 7 more health that we've got to knock off of here somehow. But she's going to do boss special 1, which is summon living bones. She come out here and here. Then she will attack -1, targeting all adjacent enemies. So she'll attack 4 to both of them. An attack of 4 on Timmy, -1 is 3. And then an attack of 4 against the guard. And he has a shield of 1, so he'll take 3 damage. He finishes his long rest, so I'll go from 3 back to 5. Well, it's his last turn because he's only going to have 2 cards in his hand anyway. So we're going to discard the slower one, keep the faster card. That'll be his action for next turn, since more than likely he's just going to end up trying to punch Jekserah for 2 anyway. Yeah, that's the end of his long rest. We're heading into the next turn. There we go. Mojo and Barry are going first, but Barry is going to do his thing. 1, 2, 3. He's not within range, can't attack. We're not going to have him move forward because we don't care about these. We care about hitting Jekserah. So Mojo is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And shield affect 1 adjacent ally, so we'll shield this ally for 1. And then we're going to do attack of 1 at range 4, targeting 3 people. Range 4, so we'll target all 3 of them. First, the one on Jekserah. ×2. Wow, a 1 × 2. It's an amazing 2 right there. So 19 is going to go to 21. But that's all for his turn. No experience on either side of that. Guards are next. Guard, he's got a shield of 1 and retaliate for 2, but nobody's going to be attacking him this turn. This is his last turn, so this is it. There's no elements out for him to use, unfortunately. We're going to stay right where we are, and we're just going to punch for an attack of 2. -1. That's 1. Let's talk about the archers. Can the archers get it done with their beef damage over here? Number 1, attacking here. It's attack +1. Attack of 4, +1, that's 5. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 4. At this guy, an attack of 4 again, +1, that's 5. 2 goes to 7. Number 3 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, an attack of 4, -2 is 2. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 1 and goes to 5. Number 4 will also take an attack of 4. ×2 is 8. That guy's just down. 5 has to shoot for this guy. Attack of 4, -1 is 3, a shield, so he only takes 2. And then the last guy, number 6, again shooting here. Attack of 4, +2 is 6. Shield of 1 makes it 5, and that kills him off. It's now the living bones' turn, but they're all dead. But then it's Jekserah's turn, and Jekserah is going to summon 2 more of them out. You come right back. Oh, but we're going to shuffle up the numbers. All right, we'll take out 3 and 6. And then she will attack -1, targeting all adjacent enemies. Again, it's an attack of 4 on both of them. An attack of 4 against Timmy, that's a miss. An attack of 4 against the guard, that's an attack of 3. He's got shield of 1, so he'll take 2. The living corpses summoned this round, so they... Oh, no, the living corpses are way back here. Yeah. They will do attack +1, so they're doing attacks of 5 against this, the archer. First one, attack of 5 +0, it's just 5 damage. This does have a shield of 1, so she'll take 4. She'll go to 5 damage. And then the other one will attack last card in the monster draw deck. Again, that's attack of 5. Shield of 1 will take 4, and she will die. Long rest, and we'll do what we're going to do for them once we shuffle some decks. Living Bones are going to start out first. They're going to shield 1, and they're going to heal themselves for 2. Okay, maybe Guardy here can do a whack, because he's got an attack of 3. All right, that's 3 damage. She's at 25. 1 more point of damage, and she will go down. City Archers, now here's the thing. Can they kill both of the stinking Living Bones and put 1 point of damage on Jekserah? I don't think they can. But, okay, let's get to it. Guard number 1, taking a shot. Theirs is an attack +1, so it's an attack of 4. That's a miss. I think that pretty much answers our whole questions on all that stuff. Guard number 2 is dead. Guard number 3 is here. He'll take his shot. Attack 4 -1 is 3. Shield of 2, he takes 1 damage. Yeah, they're not getting it done. Archer number 4, same thing. Attack of 4. +2 is 6. He's got a shield of 2, so he takes 4. And then number 5 is right here. They don't have a move, so that archer will do an attack at disadvantage for 4. That's 4. It's got a shield of 2, so it will take 2 damage, and that will kill it off. And then we have number 6, who now will shoot this Living Bones for an attack of 4. +1 is 5, shield of 2, he takes 3. Okay, but that's all for the City Archers. Now she's going to do her thing. She's going to summon the Living Bones right there. Ding. So attack of 4 on both of them. Attack of 4 on Timmy. ×2 is 8. So he would have to discard 2 cards, which are the only 2 cards in his discard pile. So at the end of this round, he is exhausted. And then an attack of 4 on the guard. +1 is 5. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 4. And I believe, yep, he only had 9 health. So that guy's down. Then we go over to the Living Corpses. All right, move +1, so they're both just going to go into base contact, and then they're going to suffer a single damage. So 8 and 1. He's got to finish his long rest, which means he has to discard a card. He doesn't have a card to discard, so he is at that point exhausted and off the board. Mojo and Barry finish their long rest, so we've got to ditch one of these cards. Let's shuffle decks and get through this. Let's try to get this done. It's going to be Mojo and Barry first, which we will take as move 3 and shield. We're just going to shield her right there. Then we're going to take our attack of 1, range 4, targeting 3. Let's hit all 3 of them. Let's go the first one at this archer right here. Attack of 1, +1, that's 2. He's got a shield of 1, so he takes 1. Second one, attack of 1 here, +1, that's attack of 2. He's got a shield of 1, he will take 1. And then against Jekserah, 1 damage. She goes from 25 to 26, and she is gone. No experience either way. Oh, Barry should have done his thing. He might be able to take down a dude. Oh, which would have been the first card to attack for 3, which would have put him at 11. which would have killed the living corpse, which means that the second card, which was +1, would have been at the first living bones, this guy, the same as what it was. Second one would have been here, which he would have had a shield. He would have actually not taken that, which means the third one, this would have been the shot on Jekserah. Nah, and heal yourself. Still, Jekserah's out. The enemies still have to take their turn, so who knows? He might take some damage. City archers are going. Just an attack of 3 this round. So number 1, attack of 3 on 9. Attack of 3 plus 2 is 5. Shield of 1, he takes 4. Number 2 is dead. Number 3, attack of 3. Shield of 1, he takes 2. That puts him to 6. Number 4 is doing attack of 3. He will take 2 and die. 5 will do an attack of 2. -1 is 1. Attack of 3, attack of 3, right? Yes. -1 is attack of 2. He has a shield of 1. He will go to 5. 3 from number 6. Shield of 1, he takes 2. He will actually die as well. And that will be the end of the archers. There are no living bones. There is a living corpse who will do an attack of 4 on Barry. +0, he will go from 5 down to 1. Their turn is done. Jekserah is dead. That is the end of the round. Timmy, unfortunately, was exhausted, so Mojo's short-term goal of allowing none of your characters or allies to become exhausted during the scenario is failed. Didn't get that one. But Timmy did actually manage to use no items during the scenario. And we picked up some experience, and Jekserah is gone. Successful mission. Yeah, this sucker is just a marathon of a mission to play through. And having Barry have to hold on to that one card so he can do that switch at the end, and then it happens, and then all the archers are just shooting at the frickin' living bones. I'm not sure if this was the best way of going about it, but it's the way I decided to go about it. So, in the end, we did succeed. We didn't get that treasure. I don't even know what's in that thing. But we're not going to find out, because we didn't loot it. We kill off Jekserah, and yeah, let's read actually what happens at the end of all this stuff. Jekserah collapses, the life fleeing her eyes. Oh, she whispers, you have no idea what's coming. Infuriating, the captain of the guard steps up behind you, wiping his blade on his tunic. So much needless death eating ourselves from the inside. At least it is over now. He looks from Jekserah's lifeless corpse to you. Listen, you have proven yourself this day. Without your warning and without your strength, we would have been overtaken by the undead. I'm thinking this must have been the last holdout guy right here. Who knows? Maybe he was that elite guy who was smashing things up pretty good. If you're interested, I may have some work for you. First of all, we've had reports from the north about large flying creatures. People are afraid of dragons. He shakes his head in annoyance. I'd like you to head to the northern pass and investigate. Closer to home, however, there is some trouble brewing in the sewers below the sinking market. The wells in the area seem to be poisoned, and the sewers have become infested with snakes and sentient slimes, making further investigation difficult. I need you to discover the source of the poison. All right, we have a few new missions. Jekserah's gone. The city guard is happy with us. The invasion is over. We gain 4 reputation, which is going to put us to, I believe, -2 to that's actually going to put us -2 to our buying price, and it is going to unlock at reputation level 10, it unlocks the character that is the actual same as the retirement goal for Timmy. So when Timmy retires, we'll just get a random item design in a random scenario. But we also get the Skullbane axe design, which he needs. Now that he's got it, he needs to go chop down some undead things, and yeah, succeed so he can retire. And we need to have elite kills for these guys. I did not keep track. I'm gonna have to do the whole video, go back and watch it, and see if it actually get any elite kills. Hopefully they do. Maybe a couple, I guess. It'd be nice, because they've still got a long way to go before Barry and Mojo can retire. Maybe I'll have the miniatures painted by the time that happens. Join back in next time as we go for some of this crazy stuff. Wherever there's some undead, if there are undead in those possibilities, then that's where we'll go, so Timmy can start chopping them down. Tune back in for the next one. Hope you enjoyed this crazy long scenario. Hope the ending was worth it. And we'll see you next time.